What's the crack, guys, and welcome back to more creepy TikToks you should not watch at night. A special shout out to those of you who have sent their wishes and their blessings in relation to my health over the past few weeks. I do feel a lot better, but it is evident that I need to ring the GP, so I'll do that tomorrow. But I really do appreciate your comments and your blessings and your wishes, guys, so thank you so much. For those of you who are new, welcome. If conspiracy theories, weird, creepy, mysterious, strange videos are your thing, go ahead, smash that subscribe button for us, and also smash that like button so this video can be recommended to other like-minded people. And on that note, let's go ahead and dive straight into that.
Oh, Project Bluebeam is going to be a piece of cake for these folks. Piece of cake. Do y'all see that? Her hand straight came out of that. Oh, Lord be with us. Critical thinking skills, take the wheel. We are in for one heck of a show. And I assume it will not be long from now, guys. You can't believe anything you see, not even in your own dang skies. Keep that in mind.
This is a clear indication to show just how advanced Project Bluebeam is. I mean, for those people who aren't awake yet, just imagine how many of those people are going to be deceived when the time actually comes.
Yeah, this is just a reminder they still have sentient fruit and vegetables and other, what would you call it? Oh yeah, food that's sentient. Yeah, y'all keep hearing me saying it because this shit's sentient. That mean it can feel pain. That it's aware and it's knowledge. It's a living being. Yeah, they can feel just like me and you. You know why? Because they're sentient. Yeah, remember that other video I dropped a while back when one of these motherfuckers ran away? A banana running away. That's outrageous. Crazy. A chicken bone wiggling. It's so sentient that fries is twerking. We got twerking fries now, gang. Twerking fries. Sentient, the ability to perceive or feel things. You know, like me and you, we're sentient, so when you can perceive or feel things, like you can feel emotions like in pain inside of your body, you know.
What do you do when you walk into your room and you see your wee one patting a wee banana like it's a dog, and then seeing fries just twerking at them? Like, I mean, would you say to them stop playing with your food, or would you just grab the fries, chuck it in the bin, grab a leash, put the leash around the wee banana, and then have a banana as a pet, and then take it out for a walk?
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Oh shit. What? Oh no. Holy shit. Yum yum. Oh my god.
Dead on, hey. They got more balls than I do, because I wouldn't be at that, like.
Just found out some really disturbing things about Ellen DeGenerate, and I'm not worried about that creepy sweatshirt she's wearing. But as we watch this video, the camera creeps inside of her house, and you can see that weird Evil Thoughts picture. I looked up the artist and he's into some really satanic stuff. And that's not even the weird thing. Look at this picture of Ellen sitting inside of her home. This is the picture that was right behind her. Now look at the letters on top. These are the same letters that you write out during satanic rituals. Look at this picture of her cutting her mother's hair. Now look at the picture above her head and try and figure it out. Oh my.
To be fair, Ellen DeGeneres always creeped me out anyways, and it's no secret that she treated her staff like absolute garbage, but this just confirms me how creepy this woman is, like.
Was it a conspiracy though?
The internet is lighting up with conspiracy theories claiming this is not Hillary Clinton, but a body double. Hillary seemed in good spirits as she emerged from her daughter Chelsea's apartment Sunday after collapsing at the 9/11 memorial ceremony. But the Twitterverse erupted. Nose looks very different. This isn't Hillary. Another conspiracy theorist noted the absence of any obvious Secret Service agents close by when Hillary walked out of Chelsea's apartment building. Some citizen sleuths claim the woman emerging from Chelsea's apartment was actually this woman, Teresa Barnwell, who's the spitting image of the presidential candidate. And Teresa added fuel to the...
And we're finna look at her new head. Has anybody noticed how her body looks super small and her head looks super big?
There's some familiarity with the work of Mr. Assange.
I do.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, is my view. But...
Well, look, I think
Like, even when she's talking.
it is clear from the indictment that came out. It's not about punishing
Just
journalism.
look, in comparison to her shoulders, what is going on here?
What's your thoughts on that, guys? For me, I don't know, but I can tell you something. That last clip, with her massive head on the small body, the first thing that came to my mind was those toys you have in the dashboard, where the heads just go like that. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Hell no. We all know this is Beyonce right here. Beyonce was what? Brown skin. Some at times her skin would be like light skin, right? But Beyonce's normal complexion, when she arrived on the scene, she was brown skin. And I'm about to tell you how demonic and evil the industry is, as in with black female. This is how Beyonce used to look. But what I'm about to show you, this can't be Beyonce. But I'm going to tell you this. What I'm about to show you, and when you look at this picture,
Want to see?
I don't know if this is a clone or she just completely just look. Who the fuck is this? This is Beyonce. When people was waiting for her outside, nobody got the chance to see her. This is the color of Beyonce. She's white. This is what we know Beyonce for and how she looks. And this is Beyonce now. What the fuck happened? This can't be Beyonce. This has to be a clone. Honestly, this is Beyonce. I don't believe this is a freaking clone. I believe whatever she used for her skin. Bro, what the fuck? This is Beyonce.
I honestly don't know if that is her or if that's just a clone or what. But in comparison to the two images, the before and after, her eyebrows, her eyes, and her nose look different. I could be wrong, or she could have maybe just got surgery done. I don't know. But the question you got to ask yourself here is, why would you want to change your complexion? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, it really doesn't. Unless, of course, you want to be the next, like, Michael Jackson 2.0 or something. Here, if that was one strand of hair, then my beard's a whole universe for these wee guys.
to Washington, D.C.? Yeah, you Homeland Security? Yeah. How far have you taken this down to, how far have you actually ran a load? Miles? Up to Maine? No shit. How many miles do you think that is? Man, that's unbelievable. Not to mention, I heard there's one that goes all the way to Colorado, right? Unbelievable. What do you think you're hauling? Any idea? Yeah, okay. Yeah. 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 I know there's been a lot of military stuff being hauled around lately, that's for sure, huh?
We deliver to them.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. 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 Well, I appreciate it. I heard there's water supply, food supply, everything's in there. Yeah, unbelievable.
You don't get no cell phone service.
No. Peace, brother. Basically, you got an underground roadway system here that runs all the way to Maine, to Washington, D.C., to Colorado. It's fully stocked. It runs completely underground. And you can see they've been hauling tons of military equipment. You know, they're stocking all these bases. Now, the other thing is the railroad system here is also very strategic. They're bringing in boxcar loads and they're dump shipping here, and they can really deliver to all these locations, which these locations go all the way to Area 51. These locations go all the way to Washington, D.C. There's access underneath the White House to this location, okay? So this is a strategic location, which is really the new command center for the Illuminati. Forget the United States government. This is a headquarters for the Illuminati. This is where they'll ship most of their supplies. When they go underground, they can stay underground for quite some time. And this is stocked with food, water, everything they need. It's an underground city. So this is the north entrance, and we're going to go see if we can do some more digging.
What do you mean there is tunnels?
They're basically a city underground. Now there are 131 active deep underground military bases in the United States. There's 1,477 of them worldwide. What you call high tech. We have nothing like this on the surface. These mega bases are gobbling up our gross national product. Right now we're spending 28% of the gross national product on building underground bases. Each one has an average cost of $17 to $19 billion. And the black budget is dead wrong. It sidesteps the United States Congress and its Constitution of its people and says you're a bunch of morons you don't need to know. Each one is built in the site. It used to be, it'd take a year to 2 years to build each one, and now they're capable of building a couple of them a year.
This is massive.
S1, S4, S2, a CIA base. The high-speed railways, the magneto-leviton trains that connect all the deep underground military bases within the United States. It employs over 18,000 workers who work in shifts of 12 hours at a whack. Most of them work in the cover of darkness. Each with an average capacity capable of basically a city underground, roughly 4¼ cubic miles hollowed out underground. They have boring machines, for instance. They don't bore, they literally vitrify and melt the rock.
I don't think all of those tunnels would have been government or military based. I think some of those would have been like, you know, storage facilities or mining, that sort of thing. What I do know, or remember at least, I know for a fact that yous will know, so yous will definitely point this out to me, but I seen a video years ago, I think it was Bill Cooper, I could be wrong, but he was talking about the tunnels, and he was talking about how they were used for like aliens and creatures, and how there were certain levels to this. But yeah, I mean, we all know that this could be used for other things, you know, like the red light, stop, green light, go kind of thing. So, but yeah. Yeah, that whole article about the 2030 agenda failing because of millions of people rising up. I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Like, personally, I think it's more than likely too late. I think all the actions are already in place. The Guy Stones have been destroyed for a reason. And that's just my honest opinion about it. But let me know what you think.
Do you know why your phone was missing those 5,000 odd WhatsApps?
I don't know the exact reason, but it looks as though it's something to do with the app going down and then coming up again, but somehow not automatically erasing all the things between that date when it went down and the moment when it was last backed up. So I can't give you the technical explanation, but that's the best I'm able to.
The man hasn't a baldy how technology works, like, does he? He's clueless here, man. He doesn't even know what he's talking about, and he doesn't even realise how transparent his lies are as well. I mean, the man's talking about an application here, you know, going down and coming back up again, as if the app was on a night out and it was coming down and it popped a few more biscuits and it was coming back up again and they party on. The man's clueless, boy.
The UK is finished. If you're currently living in the UK, you might want to reconsider because it's about to get a whole lot worse. So this graph shows you the standard of living in the UK and it predicts it over the next few years up until 2028. Just take a look at that. This massive drop after 2023 shows how bad it's going to get. The standard of living in the UK is going down the drain. And take a look at this. If you wanted to rent a 1-bedroom flat in suburban London, not even in central London, it will cost you 2.2k per month. Honestly, how can anyone afford this? Because the average salary in the UK per year after tax is 28k. And if you're renting a 1-bedroom flat, you would only have £130 per month left over for everything else. So no wonder so many people are in debt. Taxes are likely to go up, inflation is at an all-time high, and rent prices are unaffordable. There are so many different countries around the world where you can have a good standard of living. So why would you choose to live in the UK? It's already the second most unequal country in the world. Because honestly, if you stay in the UK now, it's just going to get so much worse. And yes, all countries do have their problems. But the way I see it, the UK is finished. And it's not getting better anytime soon.
The prices over here here in the UK and even over here in the north of Ireland is shocking. For a house over here, you're talking 850 quid for like a 3-bedroom house. And salary generally over here is about 13 to 1500 quid. But I really feel sorry for the single parents, especially around this time of year, them having 2, 3 children, even having one child, having to suffer through Christmas and not, have the child anything for Christmas Day is actually really sad, to be honest. It's in this day and age, it shouldn't be the case. It really shouldn't, but the world is just whacked, man. It really is.
The video, he shows a CD or a disc. He immediately draws the geometric shape of an oblate spheroid. We can see how he separates the oblate spheroid with a disc that has a hole in the center. Then, below, he draws a circle, immediately paints it completely black. From this black circle, rays come out and 3 rays pass through the hole in the center. Below he writes, "Still." What of the possible meanings of this black circle may be the black sun? He draws reliefs on the edge of the hole and writes North Pole. And above this hole, inside what would be the celestial vault, he draws a star, the polar star or Polaris. He marks 2 points and connects them in a circle and writes equator. He draws 2 lines that go down from the polar star to the 2 points. The lines form a triangle. He highlights 2 of the rays coming out of the black sun and also forms a triangle, but vice versa. And he writes, "As above, so below." It's one of the 7 principles of Hermes Trismegistus. It appears on the Emerald Tablet and then in the Kybalion. He erases the intersections and draws the sun and moon. And he makes a gesture of rotation. He draws 2 arrows to show the distance of the moon and the sun. Both are 3,300 miles or 5,310 kilometers away. Then he measures the diameter of the sun and moon, being the same with a diameter of 32 miles or 51 kilometers. He draws continents on the surface and on the other side as well. He points both sides and writes, "Same." Below he writes Summerland. He draws rays coming out of the black sun and writes, "Northern Lights." The center of the drawing is equal to the Mason symbol, which is a square and a compass. He points out the ray coming out of the black sun toward the moon, and then he erases the face of the moon. He makes signs explaining that the sun doesn't light up the moon. Who does it is the black sun.
and remember, do your own research, come to your own conclusions.
Stay uncorrupted.
That's a wild theory, that one. Like, definitely. Yeah, my brain has had a mind attack at this stage. Like,
make a lot of humans nervous. This rat is perfectly healthy. Put him in a vat of water and he finds his way to safety every time.
5.2.
Now, look at this guy. What he's been eating is the equivalent of a North American diet, complete with all the fats and sugars we regularly consume. He doesn't know where to go. His brain has been damaged.
These rats were totally normal, and then they turned into demented animals.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to change my diet then, because I've been having nothing but brain farts for the past weeks. Couldn't even get that out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that guy is going to have one of the worst nights of his life. But honestly, like, well, here, look, listen, if you can't beat them, just join them. That's what I said.
To the mouth there. And what do you have in there? Those are amalgam fillings?
Yep. We've been told that when you mix mercury with silver, tin, copper, it becomes completely stable. No mercury vapor supposed to be released. And we're going to do a little demonstration to show how much is released.
So if I brush, for example, parts of the teeth that don't have any mercury, like here, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
But you're arguing that if I brush down here,
yep.
It is. Okay, go ahead. I'll start brushing now. Now, at what point should I be concerned? At what level is it, more than we're supposed to have?
Anything over 0 is toxic. So we're at 61.
Oh my goodness, 61?
61 micrograms.
Now, how can anyone dispute that mercury is coming off amalgams?
You really can't. You can't. It's happening. We have the devices, we have the technology to measure that mercury vapor, and we are well above the limits that you would want to be exposed to. That mercury is coming off the fillings into your mouth, going across the blood-brain barrier into your brain.
You know, I would tell you to go ahead, ring the dentists and get your fillings taken out, but dentists are like mechanics these days. You walk in with one problem getting solved, and when you come out, you've got 7 problems. I tell you what, that thing can slide on high. I'd be over that window as fast as lightning and trying to put that window up. Like, that thing will not be getting near me regardless.
People who run our society consider themselves gods, and that's why they're not explaining.
They think they're more than human.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, I go, they're not even human, because humans care about their environment and their neighbors, and humans care about, other people's children.
Of course.
And humans care about living things.
Yes.
But they don't do any of that. And he goes, because they think they're more than human.
Oh, I noticed.
They
That's why
think
they
they're
want to live forever.
royals. They think they're like royals in a rarefied sphere of DNA or something above us. Like, did they come from another planet? You know, when you hear people talk, I can't either. But
this is the podcast to speculate on it, though.
Well, because some people say, you know, a lot of religious people, they're into some deep rabbit holes of things, and I don't know anything.
Well, you can see why they are, though. I mean, speaking for myself, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if this is the Nephilim, right?
I was going to say.
I don't.
I know.
Here we go.
That's what I said.
Let me just say. I said I don't know anything about that stuff. Okay, I'm a very ordinary middle-aged man who spent his life following politics and theology, but I do know that whatever's going on is very deep.
Yeah,
I've spent my whole life around politicians and seen decisions get made, interviewed people who run things, and what's happening now is qualitatively different. So different that it's not in the same category at all.
No.
This is hurting people for the sake of hurting them. This is lying for the sake of lying. This is, as the devil hates holy water, they hate the truth. You tell the truth about anything. It almost doesn't matter what it's about. It doesn't have to be about the next election.
Right.
It can just be about history, for example.
Right.
Telling the truth about history. Why should that offend anybody?
That really pisses
Periods where everyone's dead. And we can't, of course, change the past, so there's nothing really at stake for us now, right? You would think people would welcome open-minded historical inquiry to get closer to what actually happened in whatever period or in whatever event. They hate that.
Yes.
Well, what are you watching? You're watching someone who hates the truth because it's true. And there's no possible profit motive that is driving that. There's no political end that is driving that. They hate the truth because it's true. Now we're in the realm of theology.
When they were talking about the Nephilim and about truth and lies, I couldn't help but think about Satan, you know, the father of all lies, because that's exactly what it is. You know, the day you're told that the sky is blue or that 1 + 2 is 4, that's the day you know you're deep in it. Thanks for chilling out with me today again, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the creepy content. And if you did, please smash that like button, that subscribe button, and tick the notification bell as well. And if you want to, by all means, go ahead and share. You're more than welcome. But until the next, guys, look after yourselves and stay healthy. I'll see you then.